City News on TV Rotorua is proudly brought to you by Rotorua Central.
Kia ora Rotorua, ahead in tonight's bulletin. A community variety gala is being planned to celebrate the Civic's 75th birthday. A Waitangi celebration is to be held at Whakarewarewa, and registrations are open for the Chamber of Commerce golf tournament. But first, Rotorua Lakes Council will again fly both the New Zealand flag and the flag of the United Tribes of New Zealand at the Council Civic Centre on Waitangi Day. The United Tribes flag is an interim measure until a permanent local flag is decided by Te Arawa for use in the future. In the 1800s, the United Tribes flag was used to welcome non-Māori visitors to Te Arawa country. It also flew on the first ship to export produce from New Zealand to Australia. A decision on a flag for use has been left with Te Pukenga Kuake o Te Arawa, the group of Te Arawa Kaumatua, which advises the Council on cultural matters. Meanwhile, locals and visitors are invited to the annual Waitangi Day celebration at Whakarewarewa. Organiser Rene Ramona says Māori culture, kai and arts will be on show, along with other cultures from around the world.
So we still today, just on that particular day, we have a hub of activity. We're expecting a flurry. We've got 2 ships docking on Friday. We have our own visitors coming through here in general, the general public here in Rotorua and around circumference. So it's an area of where people can mix and mingle and learn a bit about something that they may not or always wanted to know, but never had an opportunity.
And for those that are coming here to learn something about the meaning of Waitangi, what is that? What are they going to feel when they come here?
Well, when we talk about it, we talk about the hope, the experience, and more, and importantly, the aroha and the awhi. Yeah, whanaungatanga is top on the list.
A variety concert to celebrate the 75th birthday of the Civic Theatre is planned to take place later this year. The community concert will be a celebration of the performing arts over the past 75 years, from the 1940s when the theatre was built through to today. Council Creative Communities Portfolio Lead, Councillor Glenys Sarank, says the celebration of the much-loved building will be a genuine partnership between the council and community. Anyone interested in taking part in the gala can visit rdc.govt.nz or call into the Customer Service Centre. In sport tonight, the Rotorua Chamber of Commerce golf tournament is coming up, with CEO Darren Walsh inviting the business community to get a team together and support the sporting event. He says sponsors are also welcome to participate in what's a very popular event on the Chamber's calendar.
So coming up, you've got for all of those golf lovers out there, you've got a little bit of golf, and we know business people like a little bit of golf because business gets done on the golf course.
It does indeed, and this year it will get done on the 20th of March at the Rotorua Golf Course. Yes, look, if you want to get involved, you want to play, you want to sponsor a hole, you want to donate prizes, please contact us. Give the Chamber a call. 20th of March is the day. It's going to be a big day. It's a good fundraiser for us. So obviously the more teams we get involved, the more sponsors we get on board, the better the day will be.
Tell us about the networking opportunities that there might be on that day, because we all like a good network.
Oh, look, lots of networking opportunities. One of the great things about the golf day is that we give our sponsors the opportunity to sponsor a hole, and they can set their hole up as they would like to set it up, so you can be pushing business at the tee.
Nice.
So yes, I mean, look, there's lots of opportunity, and yeah, look, get your clients, your business associates, get them involved in your team and get out and play. It's a good day, and yes, business gets done.
To your weather update. Tonight will be fine with westerlies developing and an overnight low of 16. Tomorrow, Thursday, fine spells with a few showers in the morning, westerlies a high of 20 and a low of 12. And the outlook for Friday, fine spells and a few showers, southwesterlies, a high of 21 and a low of 7. And the marine forecast for Lake Rotorua, westerly 15 knots, rising to 20 knots late in the morning, and then easing to 15 knots again in the evening, with waves rising to half a metre for a time, and there'll be fair visibility in a few early showers. Remember, for program listings and other info or to catch up on city news, you can visit our website tvrotorua.co.nz. Still to come in tonight's show, we're at the Wairiki Puria Trust to talk about the free parking and piri tahi programs, as well as a promotional tour next week around local schools with the Vodafone Warriors. And Francis Powell, CEO of Grow Rotorua, gives us his growth outlook for the district in 2015.
Free parking. Now that doesn't mean that you can go to town and park all day, but what does it mean? With me today I'm speaking with Mariah Pomana, who is the coordinator for free parking, aren't you, Mariah?
Yes, that's what I do.
And who do you work for?
I work for Te Wairiki Puria Trust, which is a trust that's worked in Rotorua for, this is our 27th year, I think. Yeah.
And so what are your goals?
So free parking is a program designed to provide free sports and activities in 4 communities. Those communities are Fordlands. We're in Fordlands on a Monday from 4 o'clock. Tuesday I'm down Te Koutu Park, skate park, at 4 o'clock, and Wednesday it used to be Eastern Suburbs, and Thursday is Western Heights Skate Park. And it's designed to bring young people together in a social setting and promote sport and staying engaged in sport. So that's what I do. Yeah.
And so how do you do that?
Well, what we do, I especially have louder music, and that attracts young people. Yeah. We have different activities. We try to have little mini competitions. That's what.
And I heard even maybe the odd smell of sausages wafting across the paddock there or across the field brings them in as well.
Yes, my kind of custom-made trailer's getting a bit well-known out there, and I have like this massive barbecue on it. And
nice.
Yeah, that we feed the kids and have a bit of fun and play some music, and that's free parking. Yeah.
And how did this initiative come about?
The initiative came about pretty much from 2008. Te Wairiki Puria Ministry of Youth designed a program called E Oho. From there were 3 youth groups who pretty much made a massive submission to council. They lobbied council, and council set aside $600,000 to build the youth spaces. They've really invested in the young people, and from there free parking was born from all that, where they thought, hey, we've got a youth space now, what are we going to do with it? So they got funding from Sport New Zealand to provide all the free activities, and that's where I come in.
Very nice. And so what has the feedback been from our tamariki out in those communities?
Well, the feedback is that they turn up. So on average, Fordlands, we get about between 60 and 100 children and young people, because children come as well. Yep. Same as Western Heights. Te Koutu, we're starting to get there. Eastern Suburbs, we had a slow start. But what I've been advocating is that I believe that each area needs their own free parking coordinator who's from that neighbourhood. And so we're moving into that second stage of free parking now, and we've got 2 new Eastern Suburb workers who are going to be based out there, and they're going to be really focused on Eastern Suburb youth and providing activities, but also projects, youth committee. So we've got the workers here today with us.
And so is that your focus for 2015, is to get Eastern Suburbs really in the mix and pumping, and have the tamariki out there come and be a part of what's in the community?
Makoia Community Association, under the guidance of Lee, has really taken free parking on, and they're going to really build that up, and my focus will be the other areas, trying to get the community to take on the concepts and have that for the young people, and have people from each area providing that support. So
Very
that's
nice.
my focus.
That's your focus. So can we please be introduced to the two ladies that are going to take over the areas?
Yeah, awesome. So today with me I've got Eleanor. She can introduce herself. This is Eleanor.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
And the other person, is Meritaka.
Meritaka.
So these two will be focusing on the eastern suburbs and all the rangatahi and the whānau from there. So I'll let them start to have a kōrero.
Absolutely. Stay right there, Rotorua. We'll be back with Ali and Meritaka. We're going to get to know them a little bit as they're going to be the new Eastside team for free parking. With me today we have Ali and Meritaka, who are the coordinators, or the team I suppose, for the Eastside free parking. Kia ora, ladies.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Okay, so let's talk about your new roles.
Yes, well, at the moment we're just in our second week of training with Mariah, and it's been pretty full on, just having meetings and networking with all the connections that she has. So it's been pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be starting up soon, and that's what I look forward to, is actioning it, because we haven't had a feel for it yet, but we look forward to meeting our rangatahi out there on the east side.
Very good. So I know there's a lot of hard work that'll go into a project like this, and I know that Eastside hasn't had free parking as much as it probably could have had. So you're quite excited about getting out there and getting this on a roll.
Oh, very excited. Yeah. Yes, very excited. We go home after the training and sit at home and everything's just buzzing, just itching to get into it.
Oh, very good, yeah. So what are some of the first projects you'd think that you'll see? What's the process?
I think initially for myself and Meritaka, we just want to connect with our rangatahi, and we really want to know what they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you know anything at the moment? Do you know what they want?
Well, the submissions that were already put in from our rangatahi were that they want a space for themselves. They want an area where they can just go and hang out and do fun activities and be youth, be rangatahi.
And so how does the submission process work?
The original submission, there was already some of the Eastside youth that have got together, and that was already done prior to us coming on board. But we're going to be looking at, once we get to know who our rangatahi are, and once we start seeing them come in, then we'll be looking at doing more submissions to really get in there.
Well, I'm actually looking forward to you both coming out to Eastside, because one of my children is a young rangatahi from out there and he wants a new skate park. So what's the process for that? How do we go through the submission process?
What we've just learnt recently is that, in order to have a voice, we need a big voice.
Yeah.
So once we set the foundations to allow our rangatahi to feel comfortable and to know us, and for all the rangatahi to join together, then we can obviously go to council and say, hey, this is what our rangatahi wants, and if we can push it through that way, then that'll be awesome.
Oh, wonderful. Now, I know that all the areas have their designated day, so what would our designated day be?
Preferably Monday.
A Monday? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to trial it for now.
Yeah.
Like, it's been happening, but at the moment, again, we just sort of need to see what our rangatahi want and what they're doing out there.
Very nice. Now, I see that there's a new playground out at Puketawhitua Park. Did you have anything to do with that?
No.
No, but that's going to come in handy.
Yes,
Not yet.
but we're working on that, so we're going to be going and seeing what's actually going in there.
Oh, very good, very nice. Now I hear that you're working with a trust that's already based out there, Makoia community. Have you gotten out there to talk with them about what they believe is best for the community?
Not at this stage, just the work that they've already done through their publications. They've already set a lot of the foundations, and by allowing us to be here today, they've put it out that they want the free parking program to be strong out there.
Nice.
So this is where we come in.
Yeah, I sense it's still in its infancy.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you did have a building, where do you think it would be placed?
There, at
right there.
Puketawhitua.
Puketawhitua Park, where the softball happens and the touch happens and the rugby league happens. So really, it's quite an ideal idyllic spot, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then how do we encourage our rangatahi from the east side to come down and to help? Because obviously you need a committee. Do you need a committee of youth? How would that work?
Yes, well, this is great for today for us, that we just want to put a shout out to our rangatahi to know that free parking east side is coming back, and that myself and Meretaka are the face of free parking, and that we want to hear from them.
Okay.
We want them to go to our Facebook page, the Free Parking Eastern Suburbs, or call in to Makoe Community Association to come and see either myself and Meretaka, or give us a call.
Give you a call? Absolutely. So just Google and find you online?
It's the Makoe Community Association number, 3455 or please go to our Facebook page and let us know who you are, and make contact there.
Well, thank you so very much, lady, and I look forward to working with you both in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Realising the potential for both individuals and companies here in Rotorua. Today we're at Growth Rotorua. We'll be visiting Chief Executive Francis Powles about a program called Growth Acceleration. Thank you for having us, Francis. Now, the Rotorua Lakes Council has quite a defined vision for goals and priorities for the 2016-2030 vision. How does the acceleration program fit within the goals?
Yeah, sure. Well, one of those goals is around retaining businesses and helping them to grow, as well as looking for new and attracting new investment into the region. And so this particular program is about working with existing companies that have got real potential for growth. They may not realise it themselves, and working with them in quite a formal, structured way to try and realise a growth plan over the next 12 months.
So is this kind of the council's way of taking ownership and saying, look, we're really here to nest and to help accelerate the growth of your business for the betterment of Rotorua?
Yeah, exactly. And this particular program is run through Grow Rotorua, which is part of the Rotorua Lakes Council. And we've teamed up with the Chamber of Commerce because they have a huge database, and Darren McGarvey from McGarvey Coaching. So it's a way of us all just working together to achieve common goals and outcomes. So I think it's a real great model of how we can do things.
Okay. So this really is the focus, is the betterment of Rotorua. So is that from an employment point of view? What sort of angle are we going in this with?
Well, all of those. If we're going to create opportunities for people, if we're going to create jobs, if we're going to create better housing, create greater interest in Rotorua as a destination place to live, work, play, we need good jobs, we need quality jobs, and so we need to attract investment, both new investment and also helping existing businesses grow. So this is part of that, helping existing businesses grow.
Now, with existing businesses, are we talking about the largest scale, or are we talking about those right down on the smaller scale? What sort of businesses are we looking at helping to grow?
Yeah, there's from the experience that myself personally, and the program's been running for a year in Taupo as well, is they've got quite a mix of businesses. Some of the companies have up to 30 employees. It tends to be focused more on the small to medium-sized businesses, but it's really all about, the willingness and mindset of the owners of those businesses and what potential they have. So it's really, we're about trying to grow businesses that have the potential to grow. Yeah.
So what do you imagine some of the things will be that you'd help the businesses with?
Oh, well, I think there's quite a range of programs in there. There's particular skills. So the key things really is about the skills that they'll get. So the coaching that goes around that. And I mentioned before about getting the mindset that rather than saying, I'm happy with where I am and this is it, saying, well, actually, your business does have more potential, and finding out where that potential is and how to unlock it. And also the networks of working with other people in the program and wider networks that we have. So it's creating a bit of a path for growth and a support structure around that growth, Well,
do you have any businesses on board at the moment?
We've just started the marketing program. I think it came out yesterday through the Chamber of Commerce. There was a press release last week, so we've had a few inquiries from that. So we'll do marketing over the next, 4 to 5 weeks, and then run a selection program of the companies and see what comes forward.
Because as we know, business isn't easy. And in order to have someone come along and say to you, look, we are here, we are committed to help you and your business and the growth of your business, that's got to be quite exciting for some of these businesses, don't you think?
Oh, exactly, yeah. I mean, personally, I had this experience before down in Christchurch in the high-tech sector, and there's some extremely bright companies there that have fortunately still survived and have grown and have raised capital and all those sorts of things. Really what it's done down there is it's created quite a community of support and an industry community that actually attracts attention from overseas as well. So whether they're people that want to invest or buy the product or look at teaming up with the company or whatever. So there are growth things that spin out from it, other benefits, So yes, you've sort of got to be in to win. And sometimes it's a bit like pulling rabbits out of hats. We're not quite sure where the growth potential is, and it tends to surprise the people that are running the program as well as the people who are in the program as well.
So from a business point of view, you sign up.
Yes.
You sign up for the program, and then it's all about just really opening your business doors to the potential of someone guiding you through the process of helping you grow in business.
Exactly, and it's really about helping you think about your business and challenging in different ways and coaching and mentoring so that you as the business owner actually really come up with the answers, but it's just a different way of looking at it. But the key thing is that although the program is fully funded, there's also a commitment that if people pull out, then they have to pay for the full program. So we really do want people who are committed, who will see it through and are prepared to, it's a great investment once a fortnight, to learn about how to grow your business.
Now, you have mentioned the Rotorua Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
But who else is on board with this program?
Well, they're the key ones. So it's Grow Rotorua and the Chamber of Commerce and Darren McGarvey Business Coaching. So any opportunity that we can work together with the Chamber, I think, is great, So I've talked with Darren Walsh from there, and we've identified about 5 of the projects that Grow Rotorua is involved with, and with the Lakes Council, that the Chamber can be quite involved with as well. So, we really do need a strong Chamber, a strong representation of business. And that's good for the town, So any opportunity that we can get to work together, I'll take it.
Good stuff. Now, for those businesses out there in our Rotorua community that are watching right now, how do they get involved? How do they sign up?
Yeah, well, the best thing hopefully they will have seen, if they're not members of the Chamber, please contact the Chamber. If they are, they will have got an email yesterday. It certainly came across my desk. I think they have about 750 members. There'll be advertising program going out through the newspaper as well. So if none of those work, please either get in contact with the Chamber or contact myself through the Rotorua Lakes Council.
Okay, well, thank you so very much for your time, Francis, and it's been a pleasure.
Most welcome.
That was Francis Powell, CEO of Grow Rotorua, talking with Melanie Groves. For more information or to contact City News, phone TV Rotorua on 07 3488 984, or you can email news@tvrotorua.co.nz. Thanks for watching tonight. From all the team here at City News, for Maria.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
City News on TV Rotorua was proudly brought to you by Rotorua Central.